Do, 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 do.
Hi, everybody. It's
Hi, guys.
Rebecca, and today I have joining me Tony. Rebecca was
Hi, guys.
unable to join us today, so we brought along a special guest. We'll be talking about all sorts of Disney merchandise. If you're familiar with Laughing Place and have been following us for quite some time, I'm sure you know who Tony is. But Tony, you want to tell everybody a little bit about what you do at Laughing Place?
Sure. I coordinate streams such as this, and I think I'm the resident animation nerd now. Everybody's putting me in charge of that stuff. But I also live in Central Florida, so I'm the backup Central Florida correspondent to Jeremiah for the theme park stuff. So.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Absolutely. I like to shop and spend money on unnecessary trinkets. So.
Well, your background is much better than mine. I got a door, so we could tell that you definitely are a Disney fan.
You could tell I'm keeping Funko in business over my shoulders there. There we go. Okay.
You're not the only one. Mine's though on display somewhere else in the apartment.
Oh, that's the ones at my desk. Those are the ones at my desk. There's more.
There's more.
So, yep.
Well, very cool.
And I take them out of the box. So, sorry.
No, hey, I do too. Some of them, not all. Some, but not all. So, well, thank you so much for joining us. We are going to be talking today about some stuff on Shop Disney, and then a Marvel item, and we're also going to be spending some time talking about The Emperor's New Groove. It's the 20th anniversary of the film today, so it's really
so
great.
If you
that
felt
we have Tony
young
here
today,
he has an. Yeah, exactly. I know. I'm like 2 decades. Geez.
Yep.
But we're going to get started with these VHS Nightshirts that are available now on Shop Disney. So if you grew up in the 90s, these are going to be a great callback to your childhood. Yes. Did you have all the movies, Tony, and the
of course
cases?
Of course. Yeah, I still have some of them. As much as eBay would love to tempt me with those 5-digit prices on some of them. I still do. I still have them in my possession.
Oh, I know. Yeah, my parents have everything back home in Ohio, so I don't own any VHSs here, but they're all back home. Unfortunately, they only have 4 of these right now, but hopefully more will be making their way to Shop Disney. They retail at $24.99. Is there one in particular that you would? Which one would you get?
As a boy from the 90s, if they had it in a guy's shirt, it would be this one right here, the Lion King one.
Nice. I think
the other one, or maybe the Aladdin one, but again, a boy in the 90s.
Yeah, I think I'd probably go with Beauty and the Beast, but you can't go wrong with any of those. And then something else they introduced, or not introduced, but added more to this week are the sensory-friendly shirts for kids. And those are on Shop Disney as well. I think they introduced them back in October, and now they have a couple more styles for kids. So these are, what's sensory-friendly about them is they're tagless, they have a wide neck, flat seams, a very soft fabric. So they're not something that's going to irritate the skin, and it's not really constrictive. But Tony, before we started, we were talking about sensory-friendly shirts. And what were your thoughts?
My thought was, and I think you agreed, why can't all shirts be made like this?
Right? Exactly. If this is an issue that we're like, well, we could make this more comfortable and enjoyable for everybody, then let's just do it.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people have already jumped on the tagless trend, but if we're going to point out everything, then let's make them all like that.
I wonder if we're going to get sensory-friendly masks next, where they take out that super long tag that's in all of the Disney masks.
You could take that out.
But it's ridiculous that it's even there.
Okay, I'll give you that. But I'm like, does she not know you can rip it out?
It's like half of the mask.
Yeah, it is. I remember when I first opened, because the first ones, they weren't entirely like that. But I got more ones at the Christmas patterns. Like I have the red and black plaid one, and that tag was in it. I'm like, are you kidding? And then I realized it was perforated. I'm like, oh, next.
Exactly. Oh, back to these shirts. I really like the one that you have on the screen right now. The
Me too.
Dinosaur. Like, do you have that in an adult size? Because I would wear that for sure.
I personally am not a big fan of like slogans like that on shirts. But I do like that one.
Well, I feel like Rex, I have a lot of tolerance for what they do with his stuff, like his Nervous Rex. I just think he's funny enough that go ahead and do those big slogans with him. I'm in full support of that. And yeah,
but like this one where it says mermaid vibes, if you took mermaid vibes off of it, I think that would almost sell better. But I work here at Laughing Place, not merchandise design.
I know. Maybe one day, right?
Who knows?
So yes, these shirts are new on Shop Disney. And then we're going to move over to something that I discovered earlier or late last week, I think, was these scrubs.
Kyle says Disney shirts are especially bad with tags. And I'll just throw this out there too. We are live, so if you want to comment or ask questions like Kyle here, please feel free. I know I might not be the best source on it, but Becca beneath me there absolutely would be.
I hope so.
All right, so nurse scrubs. Hold on.
Yes, these are Disney by Figs, and it's a capsule collection, and it's scrubs and under scrubs. I'm saying they're for medical professionals, but my goodness, do I wish I could be buying these and not feeling guilty about it. They have, you're fine. They come in 2 colors. They have burgundy and they have black, and they have a men's collection and a women's collection. And I think they look really, really nice.
There we go.
I believe the big banner there is the men's collection, but you're going to say something.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was I was just making sure everything was coming through. But yeah, it's I agree with you. I don't know if you said it out loud, but I know we talked about it ahead of time. I don't think you have to be a medical professional to buy these, because I am all about there's a hoodie coming up that I would just cough up that money for. This is the women's version, but yes, that one.
Yeah, I love that hood that says "Oh boy," and then there's the little Mickey and Pluto comic in the pocket on the inside.
If you're going to win that race, you gotta train. Come on, step on it. Arf, arf. So it's almost like a workout hoodie.
I could see that.
Maybe. Definitely. I don't know. It's in terms of inspirational quotes on the inside of it. Yeah.
Yes. And I think they have another jacket without a hood, and I believe that comic panel is in there as well. And there's some compression socks as well, and baseball cap, and a little like fanny pack or hip pack. So if you know anybody who is, or you yourself are a medical professional that loves Disney and just needs to brighten up your work day, I mean, how fun are these? Yeah. And that hip pack that you just scrolled by, there's that Mickey Mouse pattern on the inside. There's some red and black, or it's a red background with white and black Mickey heads. So like hidden Mickeys.
Did that zoom for you?
Yes, it did. It looks great. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody.
This is our first show together. So
normally we have a professional showing off the goods, and I don't know. That's not me. So we're learning.
But I wouldn't know what to be doing. So Tony, you're doing a great job. And these items in this in the Figs Disney by Fig Scrubs collection. They range anywhere from $28 to $108 per item. On the Figs website, it says the material is wrinkle free. It's ridiculously soft, moisture wicking, and features a 4-way stretch. And Silvadur is their trademark antimicrobial technology. Sorry, we'll get that.
I'll tell you, the hoodie is $68. Don't ask why I know that.
What might it appear on the show in a couple of weeks?
Who knows? It might appear on some show. I just like that icon. The icon's there too. A ring, money, or ear pods. One of the two, or one of the three.
Well, yeah, you got to carry your essentials, right?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Essentials for the essential workers. It's It's medical gear.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they got to take a break too. What are you gonna? You're gonna listen to some Disney tunes while you're taking a break.
Hey, thanks, Doobie.
Hey, Doobie's watching. That's good.
Maybe if Laughing Place would pony up for more monitors on my end, so I can keep my Starbucks addiction. Mm-hmm. And Kyle thought a scrub was a guy that thinks he's fly. Those are also known as busters.
I did not know that.
Okay.
For someone who grew up in the 90s, I should know things, and I don't. We're going to move on over to McDonald's because there's some more Happy Meal toys that have arrived. So this is 3 toys in a row. We had the Marvel characters, yay. We had the Runaway Railway characters, and now the Soul plush keychains have arrived at McDonald's.
These are a lot like the all-around Pixar ones that they had a couple months ago. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find.
I have 18 Buzz Lightyears because we were trying to get more than just Buzz Lightyear.
I know it's so. I feel like you almost have to go to different states or something in order to be able to do that.
It's like the Monopoly pieces.
Yeah.
Unless you watch McMillions, and then you know that you only were getting the big ones if you had mob ties.
I have not watched McMillions. I should though. I've heard it's really good. I remember playing the Monopoly games as a kid.
Oh yeah, me too. That's why that documentary hit me so hard. I was like, what? I had no chance that whole time. I'm trying not to look too much at these toys because I'm afraid there's a spoiler in here somewhere.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Well, I don't think there is as I scroll through them. I don't think, but it's a Pixar movie, so you don't know.
Okay. Well, I've already looked at all of them. Do you want me to share my screen?
No, it's fine.
Sorry about this.
Oh, did it go away?
Oh, no.
Oh, well. Doobie says you can ask McDonald's. They'll tell you what they have and sell them individually. I've never tried that.
We did when Burger King had the Toy Story puppets a long time ago, like 1995. I remember getting all 4 of the puppets. So I think my mom made an effort to find out which locations had the different puppets. We did get all 4.
I remember those. There was Buzz, Woody, Rex, and I think Ham. Was that the last one?
Yep. Ham was the weirdest one to control. There we go. Thank you so much.
I didn't realize it was. So this whole time I was going like that. I was the only one who could see it. But yes, there they are.
And we, of course, have this story on our website. I have links in the description box on YouTube. Otherwise, please stop by laughingplace.com and you can find this article and so many more. But yeah, there's some of the new McDonald's Happy Meal toys featuring the characters from Soul. And
I love. So I'm gonna go on my rant for a second here. Where's this one at? That one. The art style of these characters, I'm so excited for. I'm a little jealous that some people on our team have already seen this movie. But I'm like just this line art flat in a 3D realm. Oh, I'm so excited for these particular characters. I don't even know what they do aside from in the realm. But
yes,
yeah.
I agree with you. There's so much about this movie that I'm looking forward to, and I don't even really know why. I'm just like, I have a really good feeling about this film. So we're what, 10 days away? It's Christmas.
Yeah, it's 10 days exactly. Yeah, it's Christmas Day. So 25th, today's 15th. Unless you want to get into hour count, then it's like 9 and 12 or something.
Yeah, actually, if you go to our website, there's on our Disney Plus page, we do have a countdown for. Let me see if I can bring that up. Countdown to Soul.
Is it just me, or does that one guy look like Mario with weird hair? I think
That's
in the
what I thought
trailer,
it was. I swear, I thought it was Mario.
in the trailer, it looks like it's the sign spinner.
Okay. Oh,
But
okay.
I hope again. I don't really.
No, it looks very much like very much like Mario.
Yeah, especially if you took scissors and just cut out the hair pieces, that's Mario.
Yeah, I feel like I could get a Moon in Odyssey for adjusting it just enough. Like, there you go. Yeah, and if you do want to see our countdown timer, go to laughingplace.com/Disney-plus, and we've got a countdown to Soul, which I'm showing 9 days, 7 hours, 43 minutes, and 46 seconds, because I believe it's going to be a midnight drop, but we'll see. Okay, back to business. So today, as we said earlier at the top of the show, was the 20th anniversary of Emperor's New Groove. So we were browsing online to see what merchandise they had, and we found some stuff not necessarily new. There are some 20th anniversary items, but some fun items across Amazon, Shop Disney, Etsy, and Hot Topic. And then I linked to an article we did earlier this year of all box lunch items. So if you are in the market for Emperor's New Groove, there's some fun stuff that we have highlighted.
I like this Yzma thing.
It's a Jim Shore figure, and it's a pre-order right now. I think it's $60 or $70 through Entertainment Earth.
Nice.
But yeah, she looks so different. Everything about her seems so much bigger, like on such a grand scale, and she looks so tiny.
Yeah,
I don't remember her hair being quite that, or headdress being quite that high.
I'd have to go back and watch and look again. I've spent the last few days in this movie, so.
Would you care to tell us why?
Well, yeah, the anniversary. Hold on, I'll get rid of this for a second. The anniversary of Emperor's New Groove was today, as we talked about already. So if you don't feel it in your knees and hips yet, you will. It's 20 years old. I think I did an article earlier called KUZCODYSTOPIA about the origin of the Emperor's New Groove as Kingdom of the Sun, which became Kingdom in the Sun, and then the Emperor's New Groove. And it's a very tumultuous story full of executive critiques and cancellations and all this other stuff. But we put that up. I put that up earlier today to celebrate the anniversary. So I've been knee deep in this classic, depending on how you see it, The Emperor's New Groove. Ignore the second one.
Oh, okay.
But just that one. There we go. But yes, it was a completely different story, and then it became the movie we know today. So
we were listening to Disney War on a recent road trip, and they mentioned they were reading like different letters to shareholders that Eisner had sent out, and he talked about Kingdom of the Sun, and I'm like, what was that? And Kyle was like, you don't know? Oh, take a guess. And I couldn't even think about what it was. It's so different. Like the way that sounds is so different from what it actually turned into.
So I'll ask you this question, but I'm gonna plug this as Doobie's requesting. Emperor's New Groove anniversary trivia tonight. Yes, if you read the article I posted earlier, because KUZCODYSTOPIA, you will have a very big advantage in the Emperor's New Groove trivia tonight.
That's right.
That's all I will say. And that will be at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. But so Kyle last night, one of the things that I talk about is for those who don't know, in the Emperor's New Groove, Sting did the music for Kingdom of the Sun and then the Emperor's New Groove. As part of his contract, his wife was allowed to document the process. And she was going to make a documentary about how animated movies are made, and ended up capturing the tale of that movie and all of its bureaucratic changes and everything like that. And as part of that deal, Disney retained the rights to that documentary. Oh, and they forever basically banned it from coming out, period. And the only footage that Disney ever officially released was on bonus features on the 2-disc original DVD release. And it wasn't like its own, hey, this is the documentary. It was just spliced up as like B footage and B-roll and background. So the internet's a wonderful place, and I put that in the article also. If you're looking for something like that documentary, you can find it easily. And Kyle reached out to me and said, hey, do you know where I could find it? And I said, hey, you know me. I might have sent him something, and I don't know if he shared that with you, but I know he enjoyed it, it seems.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so we were watching together.
Yeah, that movie, oof. Kingdom of the Sun. That would have been something completely different. And they changed it just enough. And Roger Allers told this to an Italian magazine. He was the original director. He had just come off The Lion King. He said they changed his movie just enough where it's not his movie, and he can never do it now because Disney already did it. And that breaks his heart.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
If you ever get a chance to see it, which you already have, I have, Kyle has, if some friend says, hey, come over for dinner, I need to show you something, and it's that documentary, watch it, especially if you're a fan of animation. It's really well done. And yeah, back to merchandise.
Neat look into the inner workings at a major animation studio,
especially for that time, because that was right as they started getting back into that like dark age. And personally, I feel like that's why were those folks in charge, but none of whom are there anymore. They have since moved on to other departments of the company.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very interesting observation. Well,
and Doobie wants me to remind everybody about trivia, starring me. So if you haven't got enough of my ugly mug today, earlier with Pixar stuff, now and then tonight, can LP produce Sweatbox merchandise? Probably not. And Doobie wants to go back to stuff we can buy.
All right. We're gonna wrap up today's merchandise section with a look at the Miles Morales soundtrack for the new game, and it's a collectible vinyl, 2 vinyl color discs, original artwork, and it's being released by Mondo. Both are. Yes, the soundtrack is available. No, you're fine. It's available for pre-order now. It's $35, and it will be shipping in February. So if you are a fan of the new PlayStation game, or of Miles Morales, or John, I want to say Pisano, is that his name, the composer, then you're gonna love this, and this would make a great gift for a Marvel fan in your life.
And I'll say this too. I'm not, and I know I have this reputation, so I'll embrace it. I'm not the biggest Marvel guy out there. If nothing else, the vinyl art and the box art is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So even if you don't really, I hate to say it, care about the music, get it for that. It just looks good.
It looks really good. And I actually haven't listened to the soundtrack because I believe it's also streamed. Like you can listen to the digital version of it. But it's the little bit that I've heard sounds very much like the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack that for the Sony movie. I know it's not Disney, but
well,
I
Yes.
love that soundtrack. I really, really love that soundtrack. And Jaden Smith does some music for this, and he did music on that as well. So
Yeah.
if you're into Miles, then I think you'll really enjoy this.
I
Yeah.
keep going back to this. Mondo has always had good vinyl art.
Mhm. Yeah, and and their releases usually sell pretty well and pretty quickly. They did a Tron Legacy 10th anniversary release earlier this year that went so fast, and I know they have some other stuff coming out as well. I just can't think at the moment, but yes, if you're a collector, then you definitely want to check out the Disney releases from Mondo.
I was interested in the Tron one they did. And then they did a second press, and then that sold out in what, like 7 minutes?
It was
So
it was so
I
fast.
woke up and they're like, they made it again. Oh, it's gone. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for telling me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. Ugh, I know. You're like, okay, I guess there are a bunch of other people who want this as well.
Yeah. Then the Tron soundtrack is just Tron Legacy.
Mhm. Yeah, it's good music.
I love the movie. Probably overshadows the movie.
Well, sometimes that's the case. Before we go, I'll just tell you to please stop over to laughingplace.com and check out some of our other articles. We've covered we have 3 different Mando Monday articles up. Mike gathered together some of the new merchandise that's available across the Star Wars universe and specifically to the Mandalorian. There's also a limited edition volleyball, is that right? With
The Wilson volleyball.
Wilson from
Yeah, from Castaway. So I saw that we posted that yesterday on laughingplace.com. And as a fan of the movie, I was like, okay, that's cool. Another movie that turned 20 years old. It actually turns 20 years old on the 22nd. So enjoy that. But my biggest complaint with it, because it's designed to be actually used, it just has the handprint on it. I'm like, no, it was carved out. He had little palm fronds, his hair. That's not Wilson. That's not Wilson. And I just got angry. But it looks really cool. If you actually want to use the volleyball, that's one to go with. But if you're looking for like authentic movie prop, you got to cut it open and stuff dry shrubbery into it.
There you go. But the face is already there, so
the face is already there. You don't have to cut your hand open.
And then we also have some ESPN on Amazon. The ESPN store has some ugly sweater style shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts that are just ESPN logo, and then they're themed to hockey and baseball, basketball, football, soccer. And they also have some ESPN branded games, like table games, 4-in-1 game, an air hockey game. They have foosball. So if you're looking to add any of that to your home, there's some cool ESPN stuff on Amazon as well. And you can follow us on laughingplace.com. Come visit us on the website. You can also follow Disney Merch Show on Twitter and on Instagram, where we'll be featuring some of these items as well. And then, as you know, tonight, Tony is, of course, going to do the Disney Trivia Live with Doobie. So please come back for that. And then I think tomorrow we've got a couple of shows as well. There's always something happening here.
Well, I'll talk about Disney Trivia for just a second while I pull up all those. Tonight at Disney Trivia Live, it's at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. You will have to deal with me again and Doobie. And if you've frequented Laughing Place's social media, YouTube, Instagram, wherever we stream our videos, you'll know that's quite a contentious pair as it is. So that'll be fun. I'm working on a special guest because I've been upstaged by our very own Mike Celestino numerous times with his special guests. So I don't know how I'm going to pull that off and top it. I don't think I will, but if you want, check that out. I know tomorrow we have some more stuff going on. We have a look ahead at the Disney live action movies based on all this stuff that was announced at Investors Day last week. We did that earlier with Pixar. If you want to check that out, it was me and Alex. But on 11 o'clock Pacific tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern. We're going to look ahead at the Disney live action movies. And then you have Marvel Time with Mac and Ben at 1 o'clock Pacific. And then at 5:30 Pacific, you've got Jeremiah and Cole with, I'm assuming, the second part of their World's Fair episode of Theme Park History 101. Oh, and then Laughing Place Movie Club. Oh, it's a busy day tomorrow at 7:30 Pacific and 10:30 Eastern. Laughing Place Movie Club is going to look at the new movie about that safety from Clemson, Safety, on Disney Plus.
Yep, and I'll be doing that along with Kyle. So be sure to tune back in.
And Doobie, just to get me riled up right before we go to Disney Trivia in a few hours, looking forward to talking about Pixar's new groove. It's not. It says right here, Disney.
That's right.
Even though it's Walt Disney Feature Animation at the time, Walt Disney Animation Studios. Now, moving on.
All right. I think that's it for me. Thank you so much for joining me, Tony. Rebecca, if you're watching, hello and goodbye.
Hi, Rebecca.
And we will see you all next week for more merchandise. And
remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that fun stuff. Bye, everybody.
Bye.